everyone, welcome to Edify Beauty. As most of you guys know, well, I think the whole world knows, that these are some interesting times and most people are being quarantined into their house where they're having to take care of their own roots. A lot of my clients are going, what am I gonna do? I don't wanna see all this gray stuff. I keep waving hair things around in the air, sorry. So, what I was thinking was that today we could go over basic hair color application. So if you guys are buying box color at home, but you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. I would really suggest probably using a spray to root cover or using a powder to root cover. But if you really want to go all the way and you want to color, we got you covered. So just some basic application techniques. You're going to want to, I would say get a brush. Some color kits come with a brush, some of them don't. You can buy them on Amazon if they're still in stock. But you can go through and part your hair. And you want to put the color right on that roots, and you want to make sure that it's very saturated. So you want to make sure you're really, really covering that. So if there's not a thick amount of color on there, you're probably going to wind up with little like patches where not all of your gray gets covered. And you're going to want to go in about 1-inch sections. So use like the back of your brush to kind of pull down that section, and then you're going to paint it on, and then you're going to move to the next section, 1-inch section. Paint it on. I would recommend doing this in the mirror so you can make sure that you're seeing everything so that you're not missing anything. You can even go on both sides. If you've got a lot of gray, I would definitely suggest making sure that you're covering on both sides. And when you flip that next section over, you want to make sure that you can kind of see the color, like, you know, coming through. So you're adding a little bit more on top, but some of the color that you've already applied should be kind of smooshing through, if you will. So make sure that you get it really nicely applied all throughout. And you're just going to go through and you're going to do that with your roots all the way through your head. Now, if you just want to go cautiously, I would suggest finding wherever you naturally part and then go, you know, 2 or 3 inches on this side and 2 or 3 inches this side. You don't have to do your entire head. You can also do your edges around your face here. Now, something to remember is staining. So a lot of times people, you know, they want to get their hair colored, but they don't want their face colored. So what you can do is after you've let the color sit on for however long the manufacturer recommends that you let it sit on, most of them are going to be about 30 minutes. For gray coverage, that's hard. If you've ever tried to color your hair before and you've had issues with it covering, you may want to leave it on for a little bit longer, maybe like 45 minutes, but most of them will say no longer than an hour. But you can go through and actually kind of scrub that color in after it's done processing before you shampoo it. Because once it gets wet, it's going to kind of set and stain. So like if you've ever had a stain in a white garment, you want to get the stain remover and get it out before you ever, you know, wash it and put it in the dryer and set that stain. That water is going to kind of set that color. So you want to, color removes color. So you want to kind of rub the color that's already in there. If you've got a little bit left over in your bowl and this has kind of dried out while you've been sitting, you can kind of scoop just a little bit on your fingertips and kind of go in here and massage right around in there and make it, you know, really nice and kind of creamy right around that face. And then when you go to wash, same thing, massage that while you're rinsing out with that water, and then you come in and shampoo really good. So that's kind of a good way to prevent those stains from happening and a good way to get a good even application. So again, like I said, either start at your part and go 2 or 3 inches on both sides, get all the way around here. And if you can get this kind of crown section, it's a little bit harder to get the crown, but you can bring sections forward like this. So you're kind of parting and you're applying this way. And if you want to really make sure that you're thoroughly applying it, if you applied it, you know, like that, I was doing it in horizontal sections, I can double check it by doing some vertical sections. Same thing here, if I've been applying this way, I can go through and double check it by parting my hair this way and making sure that all of this is covered. It's a good way for you to just spot check and see if you missed anything. So here are some helpful tips on how to color your hair at home. If you have any questions, you need me to go more step by step or, you know, whatever, please post your questions down below. Please subscribe to this channel. If you want to interact with some professionals, we are launching our forum. So there are other helpful professionals that can help you with your hair color questions at edifybeauty.com in the forum section. Go check that out. And I hope that you have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching.